Ever come across a story so strange that you couldn't believe it was real? What if I told you that there are events that still baffle the world, leaving experts scratching their heads and search teams tirelessly looking for answers? In this video, we'll explore 8 mysterious real-life events that remain unsolved to this day. From disappearing flights to bizarre occurrences that no one can explain, these events continue to leave us wondering, what really happened? Stick around, because by the end, you'll discover some of the world's greatest mysteries, and you might just be as puzzled as the people trying to solve them. Let's jump right in. 1. D.B. Cooper, the Great Sky Heist. Picture this. A man hijacks a plane, demands $1.3 million, and then jumps out of the airplane mid-flight, disappearing into the night sky with a parachute. It sounds like a plot straight out of a Hollywood thriller. But in 1971, this bizarre event actually took place. D.B. Cooper, as a mysterious man came to be known, hijacked a commercial flight traveling from Portland to Seattle. He calmly handed a note to the flight attendants, demanding $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. After receiving his ransom, Cooper released the passengers, keeping the crew aboard, and then parachuted into the dense wilderness below, vanishing without a trace. Despite extensive investigations, Cooper's true identity has never been uncovered. While a small portion of the ransom was found years later, the bulk of the money and Cooper himself remain unaccounted for. Was he an expert criminal mastermind who meticulously planned his escape, or did he meet his end during the daring jump? To this day, the fate of D.B. Cooper remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. 2. The disappearance of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. On March 8, 2014, Malaysian Airlines Flight MH370 took off for China, but suddenly lost communication with air traffic control and vanished without a trace. Despite large-scale searches, the plane and most of the passengers have never been found. Some experts suggest it could have been a hijacking or mechanical failure, but the more we learn, the fewer answers we have. The disappearance of Flight 370 is one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries, leaving families and experts searching for answers. The fact that a modern airplane could disappear in this day and age, where satellites track nearly everything, is truly baffling. Pieces of wreckage have washed up on shores, but what happened to the bulk of the aircraft and its passengers is still unclear. Was it sabotage? Did the plane crash due to a mechanical issue? The mystery continues to haunt both the aviation world and the families of those aboard. 3. The Dancing Plague. In Europe during the medieval period, something truly bizarre happened. People began dancing uncontrollably, sometimes for days, until they collapsed from exhaustion or even died. Known as the Dancing Plague, this phenomenon spread across towns like Strasbourg in 1518, where people danced in the streets for hours on end. Theories have ranged from mass hysteria caused by the stresses of medieval life to ergot poisoning, which occurs from consuming moldy rye. But to this day, no one knows for sure what caused these bizarre outbreaks. Could it have been a psychological phenomenon, or was it something far stranger? It's believed that some of the affected were actually driven to death from exhaustion, and the music that played seemed to encourage more people to join in, whether it was a form of psychological contagion or something else entirely. The Dancing Plague remains one of the most mysterious events in European history. 4. The Oak Island Money Pit. Oak Island, located off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, has been the site of treasure hunts for over 200 years. Legend has it that a vast treasure was buried there by pirates, the Knights Templar, or even the lost treasure of the Holy Grail. Despite the efforts of countless treasure hunters, no one has been able to definitively uncover any treasure beneath the island. Over the years, people have dug, drilled, and explored every corner of the island, uncovering strange objects and even a small amount of gold. But nothing significant has ever been found. Some believe that the treasure is still hidden, protected by booby traps, while others wonder if the treasure has always been a myth. Strange events surround the hunt, with some people claiming that the island is cursed. Some treasure hunters have even met untimely deaths during their quests. Whether or not treasure exists on Oak Island, its mystery continues to captivate treasure seekers from around the world. 5. The Overton Bridge Dog Mystery. In Scotland, there's a bridge that has a chilling reputation among dog owners. Over the years, dozens of dogs have leapt to their deaths from the bridge, for no apparent reason. Despite studies and attempts to find an explanation, no one can figure out why these dogs jump to their doom. Some experts theorize it might be the scent of mink urine or some kind of environmental factor, but there's no solid evidence to support this. The phenomenon has occurred for decades, even with well-behaved dogs, and it has baffled locals and researchers alike. In fact, the phenomenon is so strange that it has even led to people avoiding the bridge entirely. To this day, no one has a clear answer as to why the dogs do this, and the Overton Bridge remains one of the most eerie spots in Scotland. Could it be some kind of mass hysteria among the animals, or is there something else at play? 6. The Crooked Forest in Poland. The Crooked Forest, located in West Pomerania, Poland, is home to a strange anomaly. Hundreds of pine trees that grow with a distinct bend at the base. What makes this forest so bizarre is that all the trees are shaped the same way, and no one really knows why they curve. Some speculate that the trees were deliberately bent by humans, possibly to make carpentry easier, but no historical evidence supports this theory. The forest dates back to the 1930s, and the trees have remained unchanged since then. Even the most compelling theories about human influence on the trees don't fully explain how or why this was done. The Crooked Forest has intrigued travelers and scientists alike, yet the true reason behind the tree's strange shape remains a mystery. Was it human endeavor, or is there something else causing the trees to grow this way? Until we know for sure, the forest continues to stand as one of nature's greatest puzzles. 7. The Paracas Candelabra. On the Paracas Peninsula in Peru, there's a massive geoglyph known as the Paracas Candelabra. This 600-foot-tall design, shaped like a candelabra, is carved into the hillside, but no one knows for certain who built it or why it was created. The geoglyph is thought to be at least 2,000 years old, and some believe it was created by ancient civilizations like the Nazca, who are known for their impressive earthworks. However, no definitive explanation has ever been found, and the true purpose of the candelabra remains unknown. Theories range from it being a navigational marker for sailors to a religious or ceremonial symbol. Despite its age and the nearby archaeological finds, the Paracas Candelabra remains one of Peru's greatest unsolved mysteries, with many wondering if we'll ever learn the truth behind its creation. 8. The Wow Signal. In 1977, astronomer Jerry Emmon was reviewing data from a radio telescope at Ohio State University when he stumbled upon an unusual signal that lasted for 72 seconds. The signal was so strange that he circled it in red ink and wrote, "Wow," next to it, leading to its name, the Wow Signal. To this day, no one knows what caused the signal. Some believe it could be a message from an alien civilization, while others suggest it might have been a natural event we don't yet understand. Despite multiple attempts to detect the signal again, it has never been repeated, and the source remains a mystery. The Wow Signal stands as one of the best pieces of evidence that we may not be alone in the universe. Was it extraterrestrial communication, or simply an anomaly caused by natural forces? The truth remains elusive. And there you have it. 8 real events that still can't be explained. From unexplained disappearances to bizarre natural phenomena, these mysteries continue to baffle scientists and researchers. But what do you think? Do you believe these events have logical explanations, or are we simply missing something? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content like this. And of course, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.